Scoot in. And ready?
Hi all you cool quilters and cross stitchers. I am Emily.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Nettie.
I'm Katie.
We're Primrosecottagestitches.
And quilts. Today we're doing a special Flosstube because we are at my sister's house having a fun little family Christmas party, and we wanted to do a video while we were here and show what we've been working on. So, Maja?
All right, I will go first. I don't have a lot this time. I came down. I've been secret stitching, yes, and so I came down to Katie's to help her with some party stuff and that, and so I just brought a couple things. But one of the things that we're working on is we decided to do the 12 Days of Christmas with the Holt little vintage Christmas sampler, and so we've been doing one a night, and
Trying to.
Well,
I haven't
so far I'm
succeeded.
good. So far I've got mine.
So, you're not doing all the called for, like.
My first one I did all called for of what was on the chart, but this one I'm doing more of just bright red and green, and I'm mixing up the borders because I'm going to cut them all separately, and I am going to do a cross stitch tree next year.
So she's gonna do little mini ornaments. Well, that's kind of what we're all doing.
Yeah.
So there's that
then,
one.
and there's this one.
And the cloth is 14 count coffee tea dyed that we dyed ourselves.
Yeah. So, and then do you want me to show this?
Sure.
And then I've been doing the secret stitching since I'm not home sewing, and so Lindsay has a really fun Valentine coming out, and so you'll get to see just a little snippet of that.
So it's going to be called our Sip and Stitch. I don't know if it's like a club or something, but it's Sip and Stitch, and we will have more details very soon. But this will be released at the beginning of the year, and I designed this pattern, and it's so cute. We will have when we have more details of what is included in the Sip and Stitch Club. I'm excited to let you guys know all about it, but for now, this is a little sneak peek. Is it focusing on that?
Really fun,
It looks like it.
Okay.
pink and red.
This
you guys,
is so exciting.
I know.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be so fun. Yeah. So we will be announcing like more details and dates at the beginning of the year. But I wanted to give a little sneak peek. So, all right. Is that it, Mom?
Yep, that's it for me.
Her other secret stitching is something else she can't show yet. So,
Yeah.
I guess I'll start. I worked on quite a few things. I worked on my Holly Jolly ornament from Country Cottage Needleworks. I feel like we're so far away. What are you
I'm just
laughing
laughing because you're just so like.
And you're like at prime position to like do that.
at? I'm gonna be sweating my butt off in a minute. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like I got much done from the last time. My glasses are fogging up. Okay. I started doing the white on the Santa and the tree.
Very cute.
Obviously, this is not getting done for this.
We have
Yeah.
those in the shop, I believe,
Oh.
and they're part of like a series. There's a bunch of them that go
yeah, that's
with
turning
each
out
other.
Really cute.
Are you doing
So-
called for or?
No, I'm not doing called for. I just picked floss. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. The color that I love, the green, it's called Mistletoe. Is that what it was called?
Is that what I picked up at the store?
Yeah. By Gentle Art.
That sounds
It's a very pretty variegated green that I've been using. Next, I've been working on my Prairie Schooler Santa.
Ooh, I hope to see that.
I'm really concerned.
About what?
I didn't leave enough space.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
That's like a nightmare.
You're telling me.
Especially when you use the nice variegated pricier floss.
So I am doing the 2006 Santa because 2006 was the year my husband and I were married, and it just so happens it's the sewing machine one, which is very ironic because that's what I do. So, kind of. I started doing his coat, and I'm doing the red. I'm doing Louisiana hot sauce, which is, what does that sound?
Someone on a phone, maybe
Yeah.
upstairs.
Okay. It is Louisiana hot sauce, and I love the variegation on it. It's very bright and happy. Oh, here,
Can't wait to do some of these.
take these. I have been working my little toe off. I started the Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. I picked this one for a gift that I want to do this year. I'm praying I get it done.
You can do it.
I can do it. It's the barn with the sheep, but I think I'm gonna replace the sheep with a cow. There's a cow in one of the other charts, so I think I'm just gonna replace it. I feel like I'm like, okay, I'm doing this on 18 count, one thread over one, and it is tiny. Whoops. I feel so awkward, you guys. Just gonna put that out there.
I was surprised at how teeny that was.
It's tiny.
It's way tiny. It's
And I
adorable.
think the cloth is even smaller because I swear when you dye it, it shrinks a little. So I think it's even smaller than 18 count. That goes in this one. And on my hoop, I'll just show this. I don't have a picture, but Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, they have the cutest little reindeer. I don't have the main picture. It's on my, well, I just have the chart with me. So it's a reindeer with like a little wreath and it says ho ho ho, and I'm doing it on black. And that's all I have done so far.
I love that reindeer. I want to do it. It's so
The
cute.
original is not done on black, but I don't know, I saw the colors and I'm like, this would really pop on the black.
What is this? Oh,
It's
this is.
attached. I just literally am working on it right this minute. Just kidding. And then I'm also doing the 12 days of the Lori Holt. I have not been able to keep on schedule, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Ooh, did you do variegated red on the Santa?
I sure did.
I love that.
Oh,
I wish I
that
would have
is
done that.
cute.
And I'm doing variegated on the gingerbread, but I don't love the color, so I might change it.
It needs to be darker, I think.
It needs to have a more orange undertone because gingerbread has like an orangey brown. So that's as far as
I love the Santa.
And should I show I forgot last
Yes.
Flosstube
Show it.
to show my fully finished not Glad Tidings, that was the quilt along.
Deck the halls.
Deck the Halls
Mystery stitch along.
of 2020. So this is the finish. And what I did, it's like a mason jar thing that I got at Michael's, and it's in the Christmas section. And I magnetized, so this is magnet and this is magnet, so I can change it out for the seasons. I just did a bow with some greenery, and I love how it turned out. it's been fun to see everybody else's finishes.
It's been really fun.
Some people have used different color of cloth, which I love seeing because it just changes the look completely. So yeah,
It's really fun to see how many people really enjoy doing it
yeah.
and participating.
All right, Emmy.
So
I'm not standing up anymore.
I'll do it. I don't know if I'll do it, but I was sick last Flosstube, not COVID, and I binge watched Harry Potter, and I'm obsessed as usual. So this is a digital pattern. It didn't come with a printed picture, but it's by Good Morning Maui cross stitch pattern on Etsy. I'm using pretty much all called for, but the hair I decided on all the characters of Harry Potter. So it's Ron, Hermione, and Harry.
I did this one when I first started.
Yeah, so if you go to
Is
our
this the
first
same
Flosstube, you can see Lindsay. So I'm doing all their hair in variegated floss.
I like that idea because then it
So I'm doing
looks more dimensional.
Hermione.
Yeah, hers looks bigger. Did you use this, like, the 8 o'clock? Was yours different?
I don't know. Mine is 14 count,
I think I
copy
did
tea
mine
dyed.
before.
So it's been fun. So I was like, I want to have like a shrine to Harry Potter in my house.
I think that's adorable.
I love Harry Potter. It was my favorite theme park in Universal Studios, California.
Yes, I have to say that was my favorite part of going to Universal Studios when we did a trip a couple years ago, and the kids had so much fun. She was picked at the wand shop.
Yeah, I was picked at Ollivander's to get a wand. Well, they didn't give it, but I was picked to like do the fun acting with them, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
So I am stitching all the Tralala's collection.
Tralala.
And I finished, I don't know if I've shown them since I finished this one. Number 1, the ornament with the bunny, the big one.
We have these in the shop.
Yeah. And on the same cloth I started the Tralala Noel. I started the reindeer one. No, the tree. I started the tree one. But I'm going to do all of them. And I also started the little bird one. So this is all on one cloth. I'm going to split them up. I just wanted them all on one cloth. So I have a huge piece of coffee tea dyed fabric.
I love that red.
That red
So
is
that's-
amazing.
What red is that?
That is
We need to get
Orifloss.
closer so they
Orifil. It's
Oh,
Orifil.
it's the Orifil. It's the dark.
I love
So
that
that's the finished on that one. This is going to be the tree.
red. That tree is so, like, I love it. I love how
And
those
then that one's going to
Wow.
be the mini bird. And I'm doing all of them on this cloth. I have a ton here. And I have multiple patterns. Lindsay's gotten a lot of them for me because I love them.
That red Orifloss, I have not been able to find a comparable color in DMC because I was using that for something else and I wanted like the DMC conversion or whatever. That red, it's so
Rich.
rich.
And I'm doing all Orifloss, so none of it's called for. And I'll get a little closer.
Yeah, because look at that tree.
That's the tree I'm doing.
That is so cute. And the little bird.
I'm doing all of it. I'm doing all of them. I love her style.
Oh, that's.
And I'm going to
It's
put
so
them on a
simple,
tree
but
next
cute.
year.
Yeah.
Them are cute.
Lindsay got my nails done.
That was her Christmas present.
And
Thank you, Ashley, our nail lady.
Yeah, shout out to our Ashley. She's a
So
sweetheart.
I have been obsessed with embroidery now. And I did this, and it's on Etsy. Christmas wreath embroidery pattern by, what, Eula?
Yulia Anderson.
Yeah, so on Etsy. And I made this for Katie.
It's so cute.
I
My
love
very
it.
first one.
I'm in love.
And
It's
it's an
adorable.
ornament. And her last name is an R.
And it
So-
matches my colors.
It was really fun. I just I filled it with batting. I like traced the hoop and filled it with batting and then put a traced on felt on the back and put a a little piece of ribbon to hang in her tree. And I want to make one for my other sister, Jessie, and them, but we'll see. And then I think
it's a great gift.
I did it in one setting. And so I went through Mom's all of her pattern books, Lindsay and Mom. And this is Patchwork Loves Embroidery by Gail Pan.
We bought this a couple of years ago when I was like super into embroidery for probably about a year.
So many cute stuff. So I want to do a bunch of them. But I am working on this one, Happily Ever After Sewing, but I'm not going to make it into a bag. So sorry if you're not into embroidery, but this is what I'm doing. And I'm doing...
If you are, leave a comment.
Yeah. I'm doing all cranberry gentle art for it. So it's variegated. I loved it in the picture. And I'm doing it on Basics gray grunge cloth. And I got that far. And to trace, they told me, so don't spend your money on the $100 and $200 lights. Get the Crayola light.
It's a kid's. I did that when I was into embroidery because I couldn't afford a huge tracing box, light box, and so
this worked just great. It was $25 on Amazon. Crayola makes it. So that's what I've been working on, and that is it.
Okay, so you've all seen this, but I just wanted to show it again and just express how grateful I am to all of you guys. I have gotten awesome feedback from my first cross stitch, and I cannot wait to see you guys. Please post your pictures. We want to see them. But I just feel so loved. Everyone has loved it and ordered it, and I'm so excited. I know my mom shared, but I am making it a series. So I have a spring one coming out, which is something my mom's actually stitching right now. And it is freaking adorable. You guys are going to love it. It's so cute.
It is adorable.
And I'm making them all like the same size. So there's going to be a couple of them. They're so cute. I'm excited to show you. I wish I could show it to you now. It's so cute. And then I know this isn't the quilt one, but I wanted to show you guys I'm not a quilter, but I think my goal is going to be to learn, because I actually now, my oldest moved out, and so I have a spare room now to make my craft room. So, but this, I wanted to show this project is something my mom helped me make last year. It's Lindsay's pattern. What is this called?
It's just called Christmas Present Runner.
Christmas Present Runner. And my mom literally had to tell me step by step what to do, because I've never sewed anything in my life. And she actually quilted it for me, and then she did the binding. But I cut and sew, and I had a lot of fun making it. And I plan on making a quilt out of this, because my tree is right here, and I do I call it my Grinch tree. So I want to find some cute Grinch fabric. So anyway, so then this week, if you saw the newsletter, we released my other new pattern. It's really small. It just says Noel. That's the name of it. And the gingham or buffalo check, I don't know.
Gingham.
Okay, gingham.
Everyone says whatever.
Yeah. It's way in right now.
That's
and so I just had to make something with it. It's adorable.
Patterns now available.
Yeah, and it's just going to be PDF for this. So, okay. And then I'm also doing the 12 Days of Christmas. And so if you're following me on Instagram,
I am behind, really good though about quilting.
I'm behind 2 days. So
way better than me. I'm behind 8.
I am pretty much doing all the called for. I'm just kind of swapping things out here and there. And so I did, instead of the white borders, I did green ones.
What cloth are you using?
Okay, this is called Platinum Ada, and you can buy it at Hobby Lobby or.
I actually like the color.
It comes in the tubes.
And
it's a very neutral.
I believe it's 14 count.
It looks 14.
What was I gonna say? Oh, and then Lindsay, I love how she changed her candy cane one to green and white, and I just love that, so I copied. So I am loving that. And then here's ones with the red border. And what I'm loving about these is they are doable to do in a day. Mm-hmm. And so simple. I have the border memorized. I don't have to even look at the pattern anymore.
And I'm going, I wonder if she's going to have more in different little shapes and things inside some blocks because we're going to get those done pretty
So
fast.
I think I am going to go the day after Christmas and go buy another Christmas tree because I plan on doing a cross stitch tree with just little minis.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I am stoked about that.
I am too.
And it's not going to be a big tree. I just want like a little
5 foot.
Yeah, 5 foot, like the size
I
you
told
have.
her she could put it. She's got like a big staircase landing here.
Well, that'd be pretty
And I said,
good.
I think it'd be cute right at the end of that
Because
staircase.
it's not going to like fall and break, you know, like the ornaments. So I think that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have not gotten super far in this, but it's Country Cottage Needleworks Joy.
Ornament. Joy.
Yep. And
Oh, I love your colors on that.
this
Oh,
You're gonna have
I
to
can
put
get
it close.
is how far
I was like, I can do it.
I've gotten. My nails are not done, so I haven't had time because we've done Christmas party.
An amazing Christmas party.
Yeah.
She was dressed up as
Oh.
Ellen Griswold.
And her
she looked
husband.
And she
was-
looked exactly like her.
Oh, she dressed
I will-
and everything.
I will post pictures when it gets closer. I think I'm gonna just
Do it on.
do it as my Christmas card. So
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that.
yeah, so I think I showed this last
Yeah.
time, but I'll just show it again. So this little
I
birdhouse
wanna
thing,
do this
I have no
one.
idea how to say this, Lindsay.
Cure a but a cure. I have no idea how to say her.
So
name.
I said this last time. I had a little vote, and everyone loves the moose. Go ahead.
So this is the winter calendar. Do we have this?
I think we do have one maybe in stock. I'm not sure though. I'll link it if we do.
Here's my moose. So
So cute.
So
Oh,
since
that's
it's
so
supposed
cute.
to go as a whole, I've had to kind of makeshift the border. So I just copied like one of the border lines, and I'm just doing it differently for each one. So I've started
That'd be
another.
huge on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how big that would be if you did it all on one?
You know what? This would be cute if I made a smaller count and have it as ornaments.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
blue tree.
A blue
I
tree.
Like a
may
winter.
do that.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
A white winter tree.
Oh, I'm sold. Okay. And so I'm doing another one. I have the border stitched.
fun.
It's hard to see. So here, actually, might be able to see it better with that.
Yeah.
They're
So
all so cute.
this is going to be a Christmas present one, and then I'll still be stitching a third. I haven't decided. So not sure if she watches, so I'm not going to spoil it. Anyway, okay, so then, this is Christmas Signs by Tiny Modernist, and this is the one I finished.
I love this.
I can't wait to fully finish this.
That turned out really cute. I love it on the black.
I thought this would be so cute. I want to get like a block of wood and put it on the block of wood with like a little stand. Anyway, I don't know if that makes sense, but I have this vision for it, and I just think it's going to be so cute. So I don't know.
Cute.
I don't know if that will get done by Christmas or not. We'll see. Okay. And then this is, so for all of you that might be like me, I am not done with my Deck the Halls mystery stitch. Lindsay's awesome
Yes.
pattern. Yep. So, but what I do love, and this is why I love seeing people post stuff. I saw someone, and I don't know who it was. I should have went back and looked so I could give them a shout out.
I've seen a few people do it though.
But they did it with coffee tea dye.
Oh,
And
it's-
I
it's so
Loved
cute.
it. This right here just reminds me of Little Women, okay? Like the
The old
It does!
fashioned-
No, I know.
It's just
We
like
just
this-
watched Little Women.
This is
and
like more modern looking.
Yeah.
And that's more vintage looking.
Yes,
it's
and I'm like-
very like.
I'm gonna have to do one like that.
I just love it.
I love it too.
You
I
can
can't
make
wait.
mini ornaments.
Yes.
Oh,
you
yes.
could. That'd be cute.
That would be.
That would even
adorable.
be cute on our mini tree.
So many ideas, not enough time.
And this tree.
Yep.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
Just the tree and the wreath would be, and the presents.
Everything.
Everything.
All of it as individual.
So basically,
mini
the
ornaments.
pattern is versatile.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Well, because
'Cause you
know,
could separate any
you could
of
sit
them.
there and use these as borders, like square. You know, if you was really smart.
You'd have to count it out,
Yeah,
right? That's
that's
the hardest
true.
part.
Yeah.
That's true.
I just think the wreath would be cute, like on a
I
little.
love the wreath.
And the tree.
Or
I
you
like
know what would
the
be
tree.
cute is if you did a big cross stitch finish and use that as like a button type of.
Oh, cute.
Do you know
like
what
in
I'm
the middle
saying?
of the bow.
Oh,
Like in the middle of a bow.
Use it as a
Yeah,
button.
that would be
Yeah.
really cute.
Do they have one?
Well,
that big?
I mean, because you
If
can
you
I
did it
don't
on a
know.
small enough count, you could.
like right there. Like
Yeah.
you can point to the button.
Put that there.
Put that up. And
this
It's like
thing.
put
Yeah.
it in the center.
You mean the wreath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And not necessarily on that cross stitch. just a
Decorate your
different
cross
project.
stitch.
With the
With
cross
the
stitch.
cross
Okay.
stitch.
I think
I keep
we just
skipping.
made
My
something.
chair keeps going back.
I think I moved the table.
Anyway.
That's everything I have.
So I know I mentioned a few floss tubes back that I was going to release a large pattern. So I'm going a different direction with it. We're going to do it as a stitch of the month for 2021 because there's 9 parts to it and I thought it would be a great thing to do so it's not so overwhelming. So you do like one
Section.
part a month and then you have plenty of time to finish before Christmas. So it's so cute. My mom stitched the entire sample and so as I started one as well and so that gives me an excuse to
Get hers done.
get hers done and
I
then
did
you,
mine within, 4 days?
yeah.
3 days.
She just stitched it so fast. But it's so cute. That's another thing we have planned for the new year is a stitch of the month. It's a Christmas theme.
Stitch of the month, then the Sip and Stitch Club.
And a lot more new patterns from
Mm-hmm.
both these girls they've got in the works.
So many ideas, just
So little time.
time. So we're excited for the new year and
Are we doing who won the giveaway?
oh yes,
So they won.
We did a giveaway last the Lori Holt Vintage Christmas Sampler. The winner is Lindsay Z. She put her favorite Christmas cookie is ginger snaps, peanut butter blossoms, and snickerdoodles. Okay, I like ginger snaps.
Me too.
I don't know what a peanut butter blossom is.
I think it's the peanut butter cookie with the Hershey Kiss in the middle.
Those
Oh,
are good.
okay.
I like
and I
those.
love snickerdoodles.
I actually made those while I was sick, and I ate all of them.
So I had my cookie exchange, and someone made a lemon snickerdoodle. It was to die for.
Oh, yes.
It was
Is that the
so
one I
good.
tried?
No, they were gone. We
Oh,
ate them all.
oh,
Every cookie I had was so good. I love Christmas and cookies. Like it just reminds me. I'm still making cookies. Like I'm making sugar cookies this week with my kids. So
I last year I did find a really great gluten-free sugar cookie recipe, so we might make those this week.
That would be fun.
We didn't plan for a giveaway, did we? Oh, that's because okay. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention. I'm putting together an epic cross-stitch giveaway. We were talking about it earlier today. You were in the house. Sorry, we were out by the pool.
Well, the kids
The
are all
kids are
out
in the pool. She heated the pool for the party. Anyway, it's going to be an epic cross stitch giveaway. We're going to do it at the beginning of January, so keep an eye out for that.
There will be. What is the word? You have to do certain things to enter the giveaway, like be You have to be subscribed to our channel
and our Instagram.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a big giveaway worth a lot of moolah, and you're gonna want it.
I'm excited because I was
Yeah.
thinking about this and all the things I want to put into it.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna want to miss it. We will announce
Tell
it.
your friends.
We will
Tell your husbands. I'm just kidding.
go have them
Tell your
enter. No, I'm
kids.
just kidding.
Just kidding.
So I thought we could finish with like something. We could do our favorite Christmas memory or something. Does anyone want
Or
to?
tradition.
I can go. I
Okay.
was thinking. So me and my mom, she's been here helping me get ready for our little party and stuff and my cookie exchange. And I was thinking, because Lindsay is completely gluten-free, and so is her daughter. And so I was like, what dessert can I make for her? So I was going to try to make an apple pie. That didn't happen because I couldn't find gluten-free crust. And so I was like, what can I make? So my favorite tradition is my grandma every year she made apple pudding cake. So I'm like,
delicious.
I am going to make this gluten-free. So I did, and it turned out so good. It tastes just like the original recipe. And so those who may not know.
We should leave the recipe.
It's
below.
Like, I don't know how old this recipe, like, is it Grandma Winnie's or is it her mom or who? I don't know.
Actually, my father's mother. She owned a restaurant. She was widowed at a very young age with 4 children. And in order for her to make it in life, she opened up her own restaurant. And that was one of the desserts on the menu.
Really? I did not know that.
And so it's a tradition that's been passed down on my side of the family every Christmas.
So
and
we need to explain what it is.
Okay,
we only make it at Christmas time. We don't make it any other time of the year.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes it so special too. Is
it
is
tastes like
only
Christmas.
It's
Christmas.
It is Christmas to our family.
So what it is it's like flour, eggs, shredded
like
apples.
A spice cake.
Yep, it has cloves, ginger, cinnamon, sugar, eggs. It's put it in the pan.
Cake.
It's a cake, and then you make the sauce. There's a sauce. Once it's cooked, it's evaporated milk, sugar, vanilla, butter, tons of butter.
It's basically
And
butter.
then you have your cake. You pour the sauce over it. It is
You
like
really
Christmas
pour
in your mouth. Okay, it is so
It's
good.
very, very rich.
Yeah.
Very rich.
I have to have a
And,
glass of milk with it.
And
Oh,
coffee.
It's so good.
good.
But it's something
It's
that
amazing.
every one of my children, every one of my nieces and nephews, you ask anybody in our family, they know what.
Apple pudding cake.
The grandmother that did this was the one I was named after, so it was always called Grandma Nettie's pudding. And so, anyway,
I'd be interested to know
If it
where
was-
she got that recipe, because it's nothing I've ever had anywhere. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard
We
of
should
it
look it
anywhere
up on
else.
Pinterest and
my
see if it's
sister, when she
similar.
got married, that's what they served
At her wedding?
Was
Oh,
that.
Really?
Interesting.
I didn't know any of this. This is interesting
I just
information.
love, I just, like Katie said, I love the fact we only have it at Christmas, so I think it makes it that much more special.
Mhm.
And I always think of Grandma when we eat it.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Emily?
Tradition or like memory.
Either.
My favorite thing, and I tell everybody this, is my dad would have us write our name on duct tape, a piece of duct tape. I don't know why. This is my favorite thing.
I forgot about this.
And he would tell us to put the tape where we think the presents would end. And I remember this year, we just had our first nephew born. My sister Jessie had her baby, and I was probably like 8 or so. And I remember, I think I won. And I literally measured from the tree to the other side of the room to the bathroom. And I think I won. Like,
I think it was because it was like
the
baby,
biggest Christmas
and it was like,
we've had ever. Like, and we got our toe socks. And we measured with the tape, and then you get a prize if you win, an extra present or something.
yeah.
That was
I have not passed that tradition.
I've done it
I
with
haven't
Sawyer.
either.
It's such a fun one.
I should do it.
I never think about it. I remember telling Brandon about it when we first got married, but I don't think we've ever really done it. It would be fun to maybe do it this year with the kids.
It's been in the back, because it's something I think, every Christmas it makes you think of all these things and
Well,
traditions.
because I think all kids sit
And I
there
think
and go,
about
oh
it.
my gosh, how far do you think these gifts
Yeah.
will go?
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone does it different. Like, I had friends that their gifts were like in different locations. Like, Santa would put them
one
in
area with
one
their
area. Like, that's how Brandon
Yeah.
grew up. It
That's how
wasn't-
Shane did too.
So, I know last time I shared about like the baking. That's one of my favorite like traditions. Memory would be going to my grandma Winnie, the same one we were talking about, Christmas Eve party that was always at her house. And every year Santa would come with his jingle bells
and his oranges and
his oranges. He would have a bag of oranges, and we would all get to sit on his lap and tell him what we wanted. And to this day, that's like my most fond memory, like as a kid. And
I can like hear the jingle bells coming.
and my grandpa did it a few times.
Mm-hmm.
He was Santa a few times. He had a really nice Santa suit. And then the one I remember, it wasn't Grandpa, because I think he had passed away. But and then I also remember one year my uncle had passed on had carried on the tradition and would dress as Santa and go and play Santa at people's houses, and me and my cousin got to ride with him one year and and experience it, and it was really fun. But that memory when my kids were really small and we all lived close, we did the Santa thing where Santa came Christmas Eve.
I remember that.
We did it a couple times with my in-laws, and it just
it's just
it's so magical for them, and so I'd love to do it just one more time before they get too much older.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mom.
Oh gosh, I'm old, so I've got a lot of memories. I think the most memory I have is when I was a child is like my grandpa. He also was a Santa's helper, and of course I didn't know that's who he was, but there was always Santa showed up on Christmas Eve with that orange, and it always just smelled just like Santa. And then after my grandpa passed away, then my dad, he carried on that tradition, and like Lindsay said, it was just so fun to.
It's magical.
It's so magical, even though it just makes you want to believe even more. And I remember the one year we as a family was going through a hard time financially because their dad worked at a place that got laid off for the winter. And so it was just really a hard struggle, and there was a lot of family members and community people that helped us out. And so my dad, he was in a Santa suit, and I videotaped him in his Santa suit bringing in all the stuff, and
she caught him in the act.
And you can hear his sleigh bells just jingle. You know the girls all got ice skates that year, and so he would hold them up like he was gazing at them and everything.
That's so cute.
It was just so magical and so real. And he didn't talk. It was just beautiful. And so
we showed the kids last year.
Yeah, and it was on a VHS that we recorded, really old one, and so I've redubbed them off, and so I believe each of the girls where I've done it gave them each of a copy, but we'll find it, and we usually watch it and let the kids, we don't let them know that was my dad.
Yeah, I was just a baby, and then we have recorded us opening everything.
Yes, and then we have.
And I was a baby.
Yeah, you were.
You were like one or two.
Yeah.
So like cute.
So
she had the blondest hair.
I had blonde,
blue eyes,
blonde curly hair.
It was so cute. She was.
What happened?
I know, I love that.
Awesome.
And
I need that.
I remember that.
I need
Christmas.
a copy of that. I don't have.
I remember what I got. I remember.
Me too. Yeah.
It was, and it was the fact that because every year we try to give to others, because there's always a time in somebody's life that you struggle, and you get that help that's needed, and it just makes you want to help down the road.
Makes your heart happy when you can help somebody else.
So,
well, I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas and are making your own traditions or carrying on traditions. I think it's so important, instead of getting things, is making those memories. And I've told my kids that about 3 times this year. So anyway, we will see you soon, and I hope you guys have a safe and healthy, happy holiday.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Bye.